Hi, welcome back to an episode of Angel's Craft Closet. I'm Angel. It's been a while since I have filmed a video, but I came across this idea for a card from a fellow Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and since it's so quick and easy, I decided I needed to share it. So this is the card that we'll be working on today. The base is 5.5 by 4 1/4 piece of solid cardstock, and the top is an 8" by 5 1/4 piece of very vanilla cardstock scored at 4 inches. And you'll see here on the front that I've embossed it using the Manhattan Flower Stampin' Up! Sizzix embossing folder, and then cut off the top portion to expose the inside of the card. Very easy, but very elegant. And then I've added the ribbon on the front just for an additional touch, and stamped a sentiment on the upper right hand corner. The one I'll be working on today, I'll be doing a chocolate or early espresso color. And this is the embossing folder that I used. And although it's not really a trick, what I did was, after scoring the very vanilla at 4 inches, I took it and put it inside of the embossing folder and lined up the scored edge with the very edge of the floral design, because I didn't want it to extend any farther than where I was going to fold it to put it on the front of the card. Simply run that through your Big Shot die cutting machine, and you will have yourself a floral embossed card front. Again, very, very easy. So once you have embossed your very vanilla cardstock, the next step is to take a sharp pair of paper snips and cut off that top portion to expose the inside of the card. Now the trick is to keep the paper toward the back of the scissors and try to move the paper as much as possible instead of moving the scissors. And you're just going to follow that top embossed line all the way across. And you're going to keep cutting until you get all the way toward the score line. Get to that score line, you're going to turn your card, and then you're going to cut right along that score line until you reach the top of that embossed flower. And there you have it. Very easy. And the next step is to fold that piece in half using a bone folder to make a nice sharp fold. And what I did so that I didn't crush the embossed image was to turn over the card so that the embossed part is face down, and then burnish the edge on the back side. And once that is complete, the next step is to make a slit for the ribbon to go through, since we're wrapping around just the front of that card. And I made that hole using the Stampin' Up! Slot punch, and I placed it approximately 1 inch from the bottom of the card spine, and probably about 1/3 of the way into the punch window. And then I just punched it out. You don't want to do it too far, because then your hole is going to be bigger than you need. You'll see on the inside there that it's just a nice hole for you to fit the ribbon through. So I'm next going to stamp my sentiment on what would be the inside of the card. I'm using the Birthday Wishes set, which is apparently upside down. This is from the Sincere Salutations Stampin' Up! Set. Very versatile. I use it all the time. And I'm using chocolate chip ink to stamp that. And I am doing this before I attach the card to the card base, so that if I mess up on the stamping, I don't have to redo the whole card. And it looks like, amazingly, I got it right on the first try. You could use a Stampin' Up! Stamp-a-majig to help with exact placement, because you want to make sure that you don't interfere with the floral pattern. The next step is using mono adhesive to attach the card front to the card base. I am not stingy with my adhesive because I don't want my cards to come apart, especially if I'm mailing them to people. So I'm leaving about 1/8 of an inch reveal on all 4 sides. And you do have a little bit of play if, like what just happened to me here, where you don't get it lined up the first time, you can try again. The trick is just not to push it down until you're certain that you have it where you want it. And here I'm just pushing it down on the inside so I don't crush the embossed image. So now I'm just taking some coordinating satin ribbon, and I'm going to feed it through that slot that I created and pull the back part around to the front, and I'm going to tie a simple knot around the front of the card. There are lots of tutorials on YouTube on how to tie a good bow or a good knot. Mine is just bringing that left piece under, or the right piece under the left piece and making it a cross, and then bringing that back piece down and around like a sash, and then under and through. And you can kind of twiddle as you go and then just pull tight, and you wind up with a really nice flat knot. And you trim to your desired length and your desired angle, and there you have it. A very simple yet very elegant card that would be good for just about any occasion. Thank you very much for stopping by to watch my video. If you would like more ideas, please visit my blog at angelscraftcloset.blogspot.com. Thanks, and have a great day.